Hello guys, how's it going? Alex Grampion here, I hope you're well. Today I got a quick video for you on the unboxing, demo and review of my new diagnostic tool that I got here. So this is from ThinkCar, this is ThinkScan 662. You can currently get it for about £140. You got a discount code there as well if you want, and the link in the description below to get the tool, and also the main website where you can get a more advanced one. So this is, I would say, a more basic one because this comes with only 4 modules that you can scan, which I'll explain to you in a second. Obviously main one being the engine, it's in there, but it has got 12 special reset functions, which is brilliant. And the best thing about this tool is that it comes with the lifetime free updates, which is where you can end up spending quite a lot of money on the other tools to keep it up long term, every year paying for the updates. So yeah, all of this stuff and more will be in my video, so if that's something you're interested in, tune in guys, subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and let's get started. On the unboxing guys, really easy. Unfortunately this tool doesn't come with the carry case, but it does come with this box. You got some instructions here, the manual, the tool itself, which comes already with the protective screen cover. That's why it's a little bit scratched because I've used it already. Then you got the cable, which is the main one. So this is not wireless, so you plug it into the tool and connect to the car. And you got your USB charger. But again, the other great thing about this tool is when it's plugged in with the cable, it's charging the tool automatically from your vehicle. So yeah, there's the tool itself. You got the buttons, which you do like having sometimes the buttons on the tool. So they got nice response on them as well. You got the power button, the connection for your OBD socket, and that's pretty much it, apart from the little section here for the micro SD and the charger that goes in there. So the tool itself feels quite good, the quality is really good. I do like the ThinkCar quality. I've done videos before on the tools, and the screen is really responsive and got great quality as well. So yeah, I'm going to power it up now and we'll go from there. Right guys, so I'm going to be using the caddy today for a quick scan just to compare it to the other tools. The first thing I would recommend doing on any diagnostic tool is make sure it's 100% charged before the first use, obviously like most of the devices, and also connect it to Wi-Fi straight away, and do all the updates, make sure the tool is up to date so everything's functioning correctly and properly. And then once that's done, which is really easy guys, once you turn it on, you got a drop down menu and it's like a tablet. It picks up the Wi-Fi and then you just put your password in and off you go. But I'm going to demonstrate all of that now in a second. Right, so I'm just going to connect it to the OBD socket, which is here on the caddy, and turn the ignition on, which is obviously important, and then turn our tool on as well. Right guys, so like I said, with the tool connected, the first thing I would do is turn the Wi-Fi on by going into drop down menu, it finds your Wi-Fi and just connect to it, put the password in. Once you're done with that, I'm going to show you, obviously this is the main menu, which I really like. It's really light and easy to use menu, very user friendly I would say. So you got auto search straight away there, so it just finds the VIN automatically. That's what I'm saying, just make sure the updates are up to date. Then you got diagnose, which is where you find it manually. You got the normal OBD, which I'm pretty sure no one uses these days. You got the history there, which is your scans and etc. reports are here as well. And then you got your feedback. This is for the ThinkScar feedback in case you have any issues, etc. And the new thing they introduced, which is $fix community, where you can register and have like group chats and etc. But you need to be connected to Wi-Fi. Once Wi-Fi is connected, you literally just press on it and it takes you to the community chats. As you can see, there's posts there. You obviously need to be registered for it, and you can create your own community and etc. It's just a little extra they can do, and join the chats on there and obviously help each other with some fault codes or any issues that you might have. Moving on to the maintenance, obviously you got drop down menu here as well that you can circle through, but you got the same on the main screen as well. So if we go to maintenance, and this is where you got all the resets that you can do. Obviously every vehicle will have different resets that you can do. You can also have a different list like this. I'm just going to go through. You can reorganize them if you want to. So you got ABS bleeding, airbag reset, battery matching, DPF regen, electronic handbrake reset when you're doing the rear brakes, electronic throttle adaptation there as well, gearbox relearn, anti-theft, So key matching, injector coding, which is pretty good, oil reset, which is the most used one, steering angle reset, and TPMS as well. And that is it. That's what you get in this one. So as you can see, you got 12 there. Going back to the upgrade, as this way do the updates. So this is the vehicle diagnostic software, this is the maintenance software, and that's the app software. So literally just go in there, press enter, and when you have got the updates, it will come up on here, and all you have to do is just, they're already all ticked, you just press upgrade, which I'm going to say there's everything's up to date. If you want to delete programs, you can delete them as well, but don't see why you would, because there's plenty of memory for all of this. And in more, you have got the settings. So this way you can set up as like your tablet basically. So you got the user, all this stuff on there. Universal, this is where you do your language, time zone. There's lots of languages here, by the way. I think there's 28 if I'm correct. You got all the time details, metric units of measure if you want them. This is the firmware fixes and data, and this is about the tool, which is obviously we don't really need it for what we're going to be doing. Like I said, for DIY guys, this is a brilliant tool. What I'm going to do now is show you, like I said, you got the drop down menu here as well, which is just the same as the main screen, just a bit quicker. I'm going to go into diagnose and do your quick VIN scan. Obviously make sure the ignition is on the car, and I'll show you how quickly it does it. We're just going to connect. Like I said, every vehicle will take a different amount of time. There you go, I found my VIN number. So all we're going to do now is connect and take you through the next setting, which is to do obviously a scan. Once you're in this screen, you got the health report. Obviously the important thing to know about this tool is that this only talks to 4 ECUs in your car, which is the main engine ECU, your transmission ECU, ABS, and SRS, the airbag one. That's why it's more basic model, and that's why you pay a lot less than the professional model. So if you do a health report, I'm going to show you how long it takes to do a full scan on the car. Obviously this one hasn't got automatic gearbox, so this will take very little time, to be honest, to connect to them. As you can see, it's already scanning engine electronics. And then you got the brake electronics. You will have ABS light coming on the dash if you got VW, and then it's scanning the airbag. Like I said, because this hasn't got automatic gearbox, it hasn't got that on there at the moment, but as you can see, it's all scanned and it's all clear, no fault codes or anything. So what I'm going to show you now is what you can do next. You obviously can go into every single unit, or you can do clear DTC, clear all the fault codes, or create a report, which is what I like to do, which is filling up all the details, pressing OK. And then you're going to have this report. If you go into the settings, you can set up your name of your workshop, or etc., or your name for the printouts, because you'll come up with a picture there and details of your workshop or yourself. And then you can create a PDF file, and then you can print it. You can send it via email or also Bluetooth. So there's your complete report. That's all done. You just press print. If your printer is connected, it'll print it off. And then you got the share as well, which is we're gonna do email, etc. Moving on back, what I want to show you quickly, because I'm trying not to make this too long, is if you go back before the scan, you got the system scan, which is where you can scan it via CAN getaway, and it's a lot quicker. As you can see, I'm gonna press it and you're gonna scan it straight away. Literally takes seconds. There you go, it's already all scanned. As you can see, the CAN bar system is just brilliant and really quick, and you can just go into every single unit on here. So it connects to it, and then it brings you to the next screen, which is where you can get the module information, read DTCs if you got any, clear them as well, read live data, read freeze frame for when the fault has occurred. Obviously I'm not going to have any because I haven't had any fault codes. And you got actuation test, which is brilliant. For some of the engine components, you can turn them on to check if they're working or not. This helps a lot on the diagnostic procedures. So moving back, if you want to do the live data, which is brilliant here and really quick as well, all you have to do, sorry I keep moving the tool, hope you can see the writing properly. You got 2 measuring blocks there. This is where it comes up with lots of stuff that you can pre-select. to see the live data of the injectors, the airflow, the throttle position response, the RPM. So like I said, lots of stuff. You can literally just click on a few of them, or you can select all of them if you want. But to get better data, you just click on a couple and it will select them and show you the live data by going pressing OK. And you can also go into the graph if you want to. So it comes up with the graph. Obviously when the vehicle is running, it will show you the voltages, the percentages, so that's all good. And the other great thing about it is the record button. So you can press record and you're going to record all the live data while you're driving to see when the issue is occurring, what's happening. So it's not dangerous. You can look at it later on. You don't need to be in the car. You just obviously check all the figures, bring up the graphs again. So I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to save it in the library. You can put your name on that if you want and save it, and you can check it on that later. Moving back, like I said, there's for DIY guys, if you're watching the videos and trying to learn how to do stuff, this will really help you clearing fault codes or finding out what's wrong with your car with all the tools that you got here. Moving back, you can do exactly the same if you go into the ABS system. So you can check your wheel speed sensors, obviously clear the fault codes. Oh sorry, I pressed the wrong one. Let me just go back quickly. So I went into the airbag unit. Again, the same, you can go through all the live data on here as well. But on the ABS, if you go into there, you can check your wheel speed sensors to see how they're responding, if there's any issues. So when you're going straight, it should show you the speed of each sensor, which is what you got here. Obviously at the moment it's going to show me 0 kilometers per hour, 0 miles per hour. But if you do live data, again, if you select them all and do record and drive the vehicle straight, you should have the same speed here on all of them. And if one keeps jumping or doing something weird, then you know there's an issue either with the ring or with the sensor itself. But you do get fault code for that anyway. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm moving back. What I want to show you next is your special settings. While we're here, the system selection function there is if you want to go straight just to the engine. So you can just press engine and go straight into it, saves you scanning the whole car. But again, there's only 4 modules, it doesn't take that long. So it just takes you to the same screen. I'm just going to go back to main screen and show you the maintenance mode. So on the maintenance, it's really easy. You literally just go, say the servicing probably is the one that you're going to use the most. I keep showing up as that menu. Don't show it again. Right, you go to oil reset, and this is what I'm saying. It's important to have the Wi-Fi connection to make sure everything's up to date, so it works properly. Again, if you want, use the buttons. I know I keep pressing the screen, but you can use the buttons to go through the stuff as well. So find the VW. You can search at the top here if you want. Go into VW, press OK, make sure obviously the ignition is on. As you can see, you got the auto reset and all the stuff on here. So if you want to do the service, so if you're going to do the time interval as well, you can change it, adopt it, and etc. Inspection, it's all on there. It's really easy, just takes you through the procedures and then you're done. And the same goes, so there's me using the buttons now. The same goes for the injector coding. So if you go in there, you select the injector you're trying to code. Once you're connected to VW, like I said, I'm not going to go through all the settings, guys, because this video is going to be too long. But you go on there, again, find VW, CV for the caddy, and then going to come up with the setting. You just select the injector that you're working on, which one you replaced or which one you want to code. So say number 1, go OK. It comes up with the value they currently got on the injector coding, and then all you do is put new data, put a new code, and then program it. And that's that. So it's going to go, oh sorry, I need to exit it properly. This little icon that you can see in the corner here, you can drag it around. So that icon is there for the support. This is the customer service support, as you can see, online service, where you can send the message and obviously they will get back to you with any issues that you're having. So that's really handy as well. They're good with their support. At the top, you already got the battery voltage as well showing up as soon as you plug in to your vehicle. As you can see, my one starts to drop because I've been using it quite a lot today to do quite a few tools. So it has dropped the voltage. I'm going to start it up in a second to charge it up. And as you can see, the tool is being charged while we're talking, while it's plugged into the car. And before I finish the video, guys, just to show you, like I said, in the diagnosis, if you go to the history, you can find your last diagnosis on there. So you just go on there, or you go to the report, and this is where you can find the last plugin that you had with what you saved and etc. All the reports are there, and the live data like I mentioned earlier. So if you go on there, you can select them, whatever you want to see, press OK, and it starts the recording. So just press play and it starts going through, so you'll be able to see the live data. This is something that I was just playing with. This is the injected live data that it was showing up that while the car was running. So you can diagnose it sometimes by looking at those live readings, which really helps. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you find this helpful. It's really easy to use, as you can see. Right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video, found it helpful. The tool, like I said, is really easy to use, very user-friendly, quality is brilliant. I've used their tools before and I'm always happy with them. The lifetime free upgrade is a massive bonus. Obviously, make sure that you remember that the only issue here is, well, it's not an issue, that's why it's a cheap tool, is that it only talks to 4 modules, which is your engine ECU, your transmission ECU, your SRS, the airbag system, and ABS system as well, which are the 4 main ones anyway. So yeah, for the basic diagnosis, you got plenty of stuff on there. Live data really helps, activation tests really help as well. And if you got any more questions, I'm always here to help you as well. The link is in the description below. Like I said, it's about £140, and I'm pretty sure it's a bit cheaper with the discount code, so do have a look. The price is always changing anyway. The link is in the description below for the main website where you have more professional diagnostic tools if you're interested in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and comment below. Have a good day. Bye.